What's good, everybody? Rails Rants Reloaded, D-Rail. We're going to get straight into it. They are trying to open back up the state of Georgia. Brian Kemp, Coon Train Kemp, KKK Kemp, Ku Klux Kemp, by not so direct order of the president, has started the process of trying to open the state of Georgia back up due to this COVID-19 pandemic that's going on. Pretty much, this is what Donald Trump said. He put it on all the governors in all the 100 states in the United States of America. He said the thousands of governors in the United States, whatever. But pretty much he put it like this. You're either going to do it or you're not going to do it, but the chips are going to fall on you, which is forcing people's hands throughout the country to open up their states, even though people are still sick. We have no vaccine. People are still dying. People are still spreading this shit. People are not wearing masks. People are not practicing social distancing. But they want to reopen these states because you know why? At the end of the day, they don't got the fucking money to pay people. You got all of these people in the United States. Millions of people getting laid off from jobs, fired, companies are closing down indefinitely. And where's the money coming from? You got these stimulus checks that you're supposed to hand out throughout the whole United States for single person households or married couples, this, that, and the third. Where's the money coming from? They don't have the money to pay people. So you know what? Their hands get forced. When you start looking at the budget, it's just like the reason that they closed all of these companies when they started talking about, oh, we're going to have to start shutting down. You shut down certain companies, you got to let people go. Because you look on the books, you can't afford to keep people on payroll. So if you can't afford to keep people on payroll, what's the next step? You look at your budget, you go over the math, you start cutting, you gotta go, we're gonna have to lay you off, we're gonna have to furlough you, this, that, and the third. This is what's happening with the government of the whole United States of America. They don't have the money to be paying people. You got all of these people that's been laid off, sitting in the house, getting fat, eating, playing PlayStation, not doing a damn thing, just waiting for a check. They ain't got money for that shit. We're in trillions of dollars in debt. And you think that the government is going to sit here and pay you $1,200 and then try to pass a bill to pay you some more money? It's not in the cards. It just doesn't mathematically make sense. And then you got Coon Train Kemp that's just going over everybody's heads. The Keisha Lance Bottoms, mayor of Atlanta, he's going to do what he wants. But at the same time, he's going to keep his ass in the house while everybody else goes back into the war zone of the coronavirus and stimulates this economy because he doesn't want the state of Georgia to go bankrupt, because that's what it really is. It has nothing to do with fake news. It has nothing to do with masks. It has to do with money. At the end of the day, you have to realize you are just a worker ant in a system that is much bigger than you. If you don't work, the government doesn't get taxes on the state side, on the federal side. How can you fund something if the people that have been funding, doing all the work so the government can get money, if they're all laid off, how can you fund the government? You can't. So you start saying bullshit like, we're going to start sending people back to work. This was the whole bullshit when he made that stupid ass speech that morning. When he made that speech, that morning, he made the speech in the afternoon around 4 o'clock because I was about to go to work. It was Monday. That morning, I look on my phone. I see a post from Fox 5 Atlanta saying that the number of corona cases in Georgia, there is 300 and something thousand people that have recovered from the coronavirus. I'm like, wow, that's interesting, because when you get the news sources, they usually only tell you about how many people have died. The people have died. They only tell you about that. They never tell you about the people that recovered. Then, later on that day, maybe 6 hours later, look at my smartphone, look on Facebook like everybody does in America. Brian Kemp is on the news talking about this weekend we're going to start opening back up the country. I said, holy shit, these motherfuckers is in cahoots. So the big man in the White House probably told him this is what's got to happen. This is what's going to happen, and if it don't, I'm going to throw you under the bus. And then Dick Stain Donald goes on the news the next day or later on that day after Kemp says he's going to reopen Georgia, that he doesn't agree with it because he wants zero accountability. But the fucking orders are coming from the White House. Nobody's stupid. There are stupid people, like these people in Pennsylvania and these other states that's walking around with AR-15s talking about they're not going to be obeying social distancing, this, that, and the third. Fucking idiots. But I hope they're the ones that die, and I hope the ones that are helping them don't get sick. The ones that are on the front lines in these hospitals. But these dudes, oh, it's all fake news. We're going to do what we want to do. Let black people have that same mentality. We're going to do what we want to do. Like I said it before in conversation, you got all these sets and facts of people out here doing what the fuck they want to do. And then when black people do it, all of a sudden you have to arrest, throw people on the ground, make laws, put laws in order to shut us down. But when you see these dudes out here with AR-15s marching up to City Hall saying what the fuck they not going to do, all of a sudden it's okay. We're going to have to talk this out. This is the foolishness that's in the fucking United States. That's why a lot of people are fucking leaving and can't wait to leave when this shit gets really better and dissipates and people can travel freely. But Donald Trump, all you governors out there, you're dropping the ball. And then they had the audacity, somebody text Keisha Lance Bottoms, the mayor of Atlanta, and said, nigga, open up Atlanta. Sent her a text message. Ignorant fucking dudes out here. Ignorant fucking people. Like, people only see Atlanta, well, people only see the state of Georgia. Let's talk about the state of Georgia. People only see the state of Georgia as the city of Atlanta. Once you get out of the tri-state area of Atlanta, the outside the city limits of Alpharetta and Atlanta and all of that stuff, once you get out of there and you start going to Snellville, Loganville, a little bit past Stone Mountain, and you start going up 316 and 75 and up 20 and down 20, you're now in redneck Georgia, where everybody's driving pickup trucks. They got Confederate flags. This is the shit you don't see on the Housewives, and this is the shit they don't show on regular TV. These people are ignorant as fuck. They got meth mouth motherfuckers out here that support Brian Kemp and don't realize that they're the ones that are going to be thrown right back into the fire because of ignorance. Rels Rants Reloaded. Like, subscribe. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.